All right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, citizens of YouTube. This is Pastor Dow. Well, I've got a question that's come to me about protein powders. Protein powders. I think I'm pretty much over, my shoulder injury that I occurred some time ago, maybe like 4 or 5 years ago. And most people are noticing some changes in my body. Yes, I am working back out again. And so they want to know my supplementation program and what protein powders or what do I take. Well, I'll tell you exactly what I take, and I hope that after years and years and years of me making mistakes, I can give you my wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and experience concerning health, somewhat toning your body, muscle gain, fat loss. First of all, you have to get it out of your mind. You've been conditioned that going to GNC or going to Vitamin Shop or some other supplement company, I don't care who it is out there in the world, there's a bunch of them, thinking that protein powder is actually going to make you bigger, stronger, faster, or to be able to achieve your goals in fitness. First of all, it's one of the biggest rackets on the market. Everybody that comes up in bodybuilding, and you have to understand this, and I know I'm going to say something very controversial right here that a lot of people don't like. They simply just don't want to hear it, but I'm going to say it anyway. The majority of these people you see out there, all of them pretty much, that you see out there that are in bodybuilding, be it professional bodybuilding, men's bodybuildings, or women bodybuildings, every single one of them on steroids. Now, is steroids a negative thing? It depends on how you look at it. Most people assume, and I know this video is about protein powders, but I'm going to use it for educational tools, okay? Most people assume that people who take steroids, that they're cheating or they can't achieve the body that they have now without them. And that is true. But what most people don't understand, if you're in the field of professional bodybuilding and everybody is taking steroids, then that means that the playing level is still even. Because you still have to work very hard. Don't get it wrong. The people who have achieved that level of fitness to where their bodies are looking like it, they still have to go put in the blood, the sweat, and the tears. They still have to work out. And they still have to eat right. They still have to do all these things that most of you just sit back and use excuses for and say, well, they're on steroids. They have to work very, very hard. And if everybody on the stage up there has been using steroids, then the playing field is still level because they still have to work as hard to achieve it. Have I ever done steroids before? No, I have never done steroids before in my life, and nor do I plan on doing them because, I kind of like staying active, if you know what I mean. But anyway, protein powders is one of the biggest rackets that there is in the supplement industry. Every single Mr. Olympia, every single body has a face on a product, and they're selling you junk that comes from these companies right here. It all started way back in the days when Arnold Schwarzenegger and them in muscle and fitness and stuff, and they found out they can market protein powder and make a bunch of junk. It's full of and make a bunch of money basically. And it's full of fillers. It's full of things you simply don't need. That you cannot. You can mostly achieve it just if you ate food. Now, food is getting very expensive, but it's about eating the right amount of food, eating the right quality of food, and eating the right foods. That's all that has to go into it, and that's the reason why you'll see me, make some changes. Now, I understand that while I'm quickly approaching 49 years old, I only got like a week or so, something like that, before I get there. I understand that, and I can tell that my body is responding a whole lot slower than what it used to. But because I know what I'm doing, I can actually get to a certain level. But I'm not, looking to trying to win Mr. Olympia, nothing like that. I do it for basically so I can work around here on this land, because it enables me to help me do all this work. But get that out of your mind, protein powders, because it's a waste of your money. It's a waste of time. If you really truly want to know, I can give you something simple that you can start off with in the morning. that you can actually do very, very good at. First of all, number one, you have to stay away from swine. And that's not only naturally, but biblically. Look how many bodybuilders you actually see out there making videos that actually eat swine. They don't. But you need to stay away from that. In the morning, what you need is you need carbohydrates. Carbohydrates for energy and stuff. And one of the best sorts of carbohydrates in the morning is oatmeal. You need oatmeal. You should get some oatmeal. If you want to actually pre-work out stimulator, a cup of coffee, if you drink coffee or something like that, rather than continually keep putting all these drugs into your body. For breakfast, you may want to eat a chicken breast, rice, or supplement, or egg whites. Egg whites, 5 to 8 egg whites with one yolk, or maybe 2 yolks. Something like that, and drink an extraordinary amount of water, because you're going to need it in order to hydrate. You're going to get more benefit out of food than you would out of supplementing it. Food, and more good food. Stay away from fried food, greasy foods, a bunch of spicy foods, and things like that. While they may all taste good, that doesn't mean that they are good for you, and you will not achieve a high level of fitness. And of course, fruits, bananas, oranges, apples. You can't get away from a healthy diet. Working out is only like 25 to 30% of your actual overall physique if you're trying to develop some type of fitness level. The rest of it comes through nutrition and rest. And it really truly does. And also massages, if you have somebody know what they're doing to help you recuperate a lot. Now, there are some good supplements out there, old school supplements that you would do well, and you won't even break your wallet spending a bunch of money on a bunch of protein powders. Ain't gonna do you no good. It's full of junk anyway that your body don't need. Amino acids, glutamine. Of course, creatine, because you get a whole lot of water, but it depends on what form of creatine that you're looking for. But it's a strong learning curve. And I'll try to answer more questions if I get more questions on fitness and nutrition about what to do. But stay away from all them protein sources. As a matter of fact, it's only really, in my personal humble opinion, there's only really 3 protein sources out there as far as powders go that are actually some of the best out there on the market. One of them for a 5-gallon jug, and I'm sure nobody wants to pay this for it, is like $150 a jug. Then there's another one out there by another company. And then there's the old school staple of whey protein from Optimum, which now you have to understand, mostly when people are taking protein shakes or protein powders or drinks or something like that, it's actually to help replace a meal that they obviously or otherwise would not get because they're entirely too busy to sit down to a meal in a day. It's there to actually keep your body fed, to keep your muscles fed, so that machine is continuing to keep running. But eating meals, like 5-6 meals a day, and not gorging yourselves, but just eating, working out hard. And I mean working out hard, I don't mean when you're first hearing a burn. You got to really get after it. And most people just simply don't have the heart, the intestinal fortitude, nor the spirit to actually really truly work out. Because to really truly work out, it's work. It is work. I don't care whether these people are on steroids or not. It is some serious work. But the benefits, you feel good, you feel healthy, you sleep well, you rest well, everything starts running fine and stuff. You can't beat it. You really can't beat it. I hope I was able to bring some type of practical information and working knowledge here for those of you who desire. But remember, food. Y'all be encouraged. King coming.